Welcome everyone, this is Evelyn, and this is a Divine Masculine Twin Flame. It is a general read, so if this doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. It is a 7-deck read, and it then affects the masculine within the feminine as well. Take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings to you guys. I hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful sunny day out here today. I'm going to show you the read real quickly before I forget to show you the pics. So this is the main deck, the SIRIAN STARSEED deck for the read that's in front of you. Okay, and then here is the full read for the cards today. Okay, so, and before I start with the read, I did want to bring up that you might want to think a little bit more about the different companies that you associate yourself with. For example, My Life always advertises criminal histories on people that don't necessarily exist. I know that for certain, if you look up My Life for me, it says I have a criminal history, which I do not, absolutely not. And I was in court before for a restraining order, but not for me, it was against somebody else. So just know this, when they're advertising, they blame the other companies for false information that comes through, but they're not taking responsibility for how they're affecting people. So you might want to think about, who do you really want to be associated with? Where My Life basically bribes you by putting false information out there to get you to sign up so that you can correct that information. It's a ploy. So just want to put that out there. It's not just My Life. A lot of companies do that. There's actually multiple companies out there selling my CD, or they say they are. It's on their website, and they have no rights to sell my CD. So just be aware of that. And let's see here. So this is for the Divine Masculine Twin Flame. This was done last night at 11:09. I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck at 10:46, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And the 46 of the Six of Cups, the children in the garden, that very innocent love between two people, between the inner children. The read was finished at 11:09. 11 is Justice and 9 is the Hermit. And the major arcana for this read were Alchemy, which is like the Temperance card, the Wheel, the Great Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, Starseed, which is the Fool, Reason, which is the Emperor, Guidance, which is the Temperance card. And then before the read and after the read, because I always pull a few cards on either end and incorporate that into the read. The Chariot came up before the read, and Reflection, which is the Hermit, Tower, and Ascension, which is the World, all came up after the read. We had 3 Pentacles, 2 Swords, 1 Wand, 3, 2, 1, Jump, and then the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So very young energy here in this read. The King of Wands and King of Cups also came up before the read. So it's 2 kings, and then in the read was all young energy, knights and pages. The numbers and code line were all about personal growth for this read. And the only numbers that came up were 78 and 10. 8, 10 can be there too, which is 0 behind 81, which is the end of karma, and backed up by source energy. And that was it. There was very few numbers. The code line had the number 7. So 7, 8, and 10. I mean, it's rare that I have this few numbers, and it's because there were so many major arcana as well. The code line being about personal growth. And the challenge today for the masculine is the Temperance card reversed. So that's impatience, imbalance, the fallen angel energy, not of a higher love. And then the blocks for the Divine Masculine are the Page of Swords upright, which has to do with immature communication, really, because it's the page. Not that that's bad when the page is upright. It's just young and immature. So the code line about personal growth, here's the message that was coming through. The other numbers, no, I said all the numbers. So 3, 2, 1, Jump, the number 7, and 7 was very significant today. Memes were coming up. The meme of 7, and 7, or actually SEVE, comes up as, that can be a code for me because I'm Evelyn S, right? But it's also literally means SEVE means sap, or the essence of life. Seven is also Eve within the seven, right? So it's very much of the feminine within the masculine, the life essence of the Sophia, the AC/DC, or the alternating currents of alchemy, the fusion, and seeing the bridge to the I am presence, the I am that I am. It was coming up as like an Oreo of M&Ms with the feminine energy mashed between the M&M, the Metatron and Michael, with the Elohim chakra system between, or in other words, the chariot wingmen of the sap, the life essence, which is the Sophia, the divine feminine, escorted in alternating currents in the fusion or merging to see the Elohim chakra system and the GI personal growth. So GI was also coming up, which can reference the gastrointestinal system, which is a transmutation system, but also the military and personal growth of the military. And the fusion or merging and seeing the EIGI Joe was coming up. The chakra system, the feminine side of the military man. Or perhaps there's a Joe in your life that comes up here. The bridge over River Kwai also came up with this I am that I am, EIGI Joe, but also the O of the human and also the full moon. There's 2 full moons in October, so that's significant. So the middle, or the M, the middle of the M, what does that mean to you? To sleep, to be, of me, apple, which is the toroidal field, water, right? Water is the essence of life, can't live without water. And half, which is the same as middle, right? It's like the 0 point, the middle, the halfway point between. The half of M can be an N, or can be a pyramid, or it can be the dips and valleys, the middle point, the 0 point. It can be the sevens, polarized, the chariot, the life, the sap, the vital essence, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, alternating currents, hot and cold, which is the alchemy, and seeing the possession, the property, that of closely related, right? So in your family, you feel like you belong to each other. It's an ownership type of essence, but out of love. And I'm losing my voice a little bit, so the masculine really needs to speak up about this. And really the energy here is the bridge to the I am that I am, the I am presence. The bridge to that I equals possession. Feeling like you are one, because you are one. So when you get really close to someone, like in your family, no matter what they do, you're still family. And that's the essence of what should be for everyone, because we are all one. So it's a very important message there. So what's also came up yesterday, 4 4s came up in the 4 horsemen, and how the 4 4s put together makes 2 H's, which is 2 8s of the dance between the masculine and feminine of the twins standing side by side, and then merging into one. It also collapses into 1 H if you put 4 4s together, if you put them all directly on top of each other. And that's all 4 positions of the 4. So today the number 7 was coming up for me to do the same. And what do you think a 7 creates when you put all 4 together? It creates the perfect square. It can also be the rectangle if you mush them together. And if you put them the other direction, it can be the I of the I am presence. The square is also the diamond if you turn it a quarter turn, which is an 8th, the dance of the 8th note. It also can be a plus sign, where the plus, the horizontal line is shorter than the vertical line. The 4 7s, the square and the I am presence, which also can become, if you turn it an 8th turn, an 8th note, the diamond and the I on a slant, right? It's like being pushed over in the wind or being helped by the wind. What is your perspective? It's like the glass half empty or half full. So we start this and I finished doing those little drawings of the squares of the 4s and the 7s at 12:12 last night. So that was today's date, the 15th. So today is the 15th of the devil. And then today adds up to 29, I believe. Yep, 29 is the 3 of wands, which is being present. Some people say it's that waiting for your ship to come in. It depends on the deck. But I very much, for the twin flame journey, get it as being present in the moment. And not waiting, but just admiring the view, enjoying your journey. We start this read with the Wheel of Fortune, the Great Wheel upright, right here, with the clarification cards on top. The 4 cards down right there start from the bottom up, the King of Wands reversed, the 8 of Cups upright, the Chariot upright, and the King of Cups upright. So this is destiny. I have to tell you, this never comes up like this. The Destiny card came up multiple times upright in this read. Destiny in the main parts of the read. Destiny after the King of Wands reversed, who may be tired, sick, or angry, and walked away to ascend to the King of Cups, which may be another person, maybe a fire sign going to a water sign upright. Fire being Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, and then the King of Cups, which could be a water sign, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, but doesn't have to be those signs. You know, the King of Cups is a very loving family man, someone who's very in tune with their emotions. The King of Wands is that man of passion, but he's reversed. He's exhausted, tired, or angry, or sick. So he could be moving to ascend to the King of Cups because he's moving to unconditional love, which is destined. The synchronicities of the juggler, the performer, with the Queen of Wands looking the other way, and the High Priestess at 1217, which is the Hangman and the Star, the High Priestess reversed, where someone needs to use their intuition or the secret is out, exposing all about a breakup or the lack of affection. Perhaps secret synchronicities or secret codes exposed the juggling and lack of affection of the Queen of Wands, who's looking the other way. At 1221, the reflection of the end of karma from 2012, the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, right? That symbol of the dream family or the wealthy business, coming together in joy for a ride of transformation of the path of the twin flames, a death of an old man or ruler and walking right over them, perhaps to the kids' disbelief, or a man killed in a car accident, run down in the street, or fell off a horse as the white horse approaches, and the 4 horses came up yesterday, as the white horse approaches, or is it the Grim Reaper, the pale horse, number 4? Surrendering to compassion for little sphinxes who are polarized in fashion, one the flower, one the stalk, the axis and atlas. One guides and supports, and one talks and holds the weight. The masculine choosing the book of life, the scrolls, and the feminine choosing the world, or Gaia, Mother Gaia. A choice to be made, taking the show on the road or the cleanup crew, the dark knight on the white horse or the dark and light sphinxes in separate corners, having compassion for self. Destined to school the goose, to be the student of Akashic records, the magician reversed, insecure and manipulative, without the tools, suddenly, or worried his top, crown, his cover, or his mind will blow at any second, or an epiphany will come. But the emperor remains upright and in control, with a strong foundation, and roses and lilies draped from the ceiling as natural protection, or home on a hill elevated above sea level, in case of bad storms or lightning strikes. And passion. Beneath passion in the underlying energy came up separation. Misjudged, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Magi or magician is more than hangry. He's beside himself without his Mary Magdalene buttercup yellow, third-party big love through work. No boots required, no tools to get started, and the King of Wands reversed out of the doghouse. Forgiveness comes up, and beneath that is change. Forgiveness comes up as 96, which is the reflection of 69, which is the Ace of Pentacles, that perfect new life of contentment. Beneath that is change, and that's number 5, the Hierophanting, expansion of freedom, and confessing the broken heart that's not working. The Queen of Cups reversed and the King of Cups upright, coming clean or cleaning up the space impatiently or losing their temper. The wounded warrior and their last leg healing and forgiving a lack of intuition or that a secret is out at 1244, the Hangman and the 4 of Cups, the grounding and integrating and mastering of love, especially receiving love. At 1245 then, the grieving card, the 2 swords. In the 2 swords in, but 3 you're out, leaning on a mesh stent perhaps, in Chinese torture test. Sharp edges exposed, or jumping out of a plane, or bungeeing, or high dive, or watching somersaults and flips, and almost having a heart attack. And that could be someone watching their kids, worried they're going to get hurt. Fungus and ladybugs, oh my. and or mesh metal fences. So somebody could have had some kind of stent procedure, but this doesn't have to be within the body, it can be outside the body as well. Mesh metal fences, or having sharp heart pains, losing patience about cleanliness, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, the order of the day. The wounded warrior healing, that could be the wounded warrior, healing or forgiving the dive or the fall. Or the King of Cups is fine, but the Queen of Cups is upset about it all. The secret is out, destined path of the Emperor with third-party big love through work and forgiveness, confessing a bum heart. The recent past is the Starseed reversed or Aries reversed. The Fool takes the fall in a split, a divide, a lie, or cutting through the BS. And the Dark Knight traverses the 4D bridge, the 4D rainbow bridge, to the other side. Present, gift, or pot of gold, waiting, letting go to repair, fix, and mend, knowing and keeping it to self about unhappiness, dissatisfaction, post-war PTSD, or still prepared for the next explosion of guilt and shame, for hostage negotiations. That was so funny. Standing up to the crowd to defend their honor. The foundation here, or the root of the matter, is the Seven of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower, coming together or celebrating a move, a visit, a homecoming, or marriage over, or unstable home. Strong taming the beast, or depression, arrogance, or Aquarius reversed, and or Leo, or ego, upright. The group supporting the Leo energy here, or the strength and courage, and moving out the depression, the arrogance, or the Aquarius reversed. The central energy, or at the heart of the matter here, is the Knight of Pentacles upright. A proposal, unhappy alone, an offer to prisoner to commit before dawn, before the new moon, or Taurus or Hierophant deceiving the King of Pentacles about the Knight of Swords messenger of truth, hit and run, or King of Pentacles witnessed a hit and run, or received a message about a fall on their face, or from grace, or a fool who was lacking faith, and all of it was just destined. Aries reversed, Scorpio upright, Taurus upright, Cancer reversed, Libra upright, Leo upright, and Aquarius reversed, all here. The challenge being alchemy reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Wands upright, and the indecision in a losing battle, with the Page of Cups message of love and suffering in silence, perhaps a sister, choking on their words, needing to swallow their pride, despite a tarnished reputation. The Hermit reversed, going crazy, or coming out of isolation post-war with PTSD, standing up for self, fending off others, and rising above, awakening and coming out. The Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, money or opportunity. Perhaps from the Ten of Cups reversed, unhappiness. That could be a family that's very unhappy, or the cycle now just done, really overdone. Unhappiness done and over, and present to new life offer to the King of Swords upright, not sharing or in debt, dealing with inequity, or the inequity of the awakening with no rest, perhaps in a split or divide, in a lie, or suffering in silence at 115, which is the Magician and the Devil, the shadow side. Perhaps suffering in silence, dealing with your sister, or things are not working out with the Six of Cups, past, or difficult kids. At 115, now, in the present moment, crowning for the masculine, is the Eight of Swords upright, imprisoned by the Empress, perhaps the Empress's offer of sex, creativity, and or new growth, rejected and vulnerable in a never-ending story of secret love exposed. Injured and left behind, out in the cold, in disconnect or at a distance, and stepping up to the plate to take a swing, beating a dead horse perhaps, exposing all, an offer of a new life to issues at work, or gifts perhaps, in a bold move to take back peace that was stolen, grieving fallen angel, or losing patience. And the King of Cups home with one, having sleazy chair sex perhaps with another, or a sovereign, or that can even be a child in the living room, sneaking around with their boyfriend. And then the Knight of Swords choosing a path of the sovereign, or cracking the whip with the kids who are up too late watching TV, perhaps about new loves and splits, or fantasies and suffering in silence, or sister. Justice, divorce, Libra, Leo upright, Sag reversed, Cancer upright, all here. And soon coming up is the Reason, or the Emperor upright. Why are they feeling a failure under the radar if they're upright and in control? Perhaps always needing attention and being indecisive. The King of Wands reversed, turning his back for just 1 second to now see the mess and all of the cups that have been spilt. Grieving loss, regret, and the past, and reaping rewards, and met with delays. With the World reversed and the Divine Feminine in limbo, hung out to dry the day the music died and took a fall. The Masculine sees himself as guidance upright, the Hierophant, establishment, religion, Taurus, commitment, and the Knight of Pentacles offering 1 coin in exchange for big love, or perhaps proposing work and offered love. The worst is over and bliss setting in for the King of Cups, unconditional love. The grounding and integrating, and here's the GI. I forgot that definition for GI is grounding and integrating. Not just the GI tract, which is the physical grounding and integrating, but the grounding and integrating of and mastering of love. So grounding and integrating the devil's wave, the temptation, the ending of family unhappiness and or an emotional cycle of codependency. Around the masculine, or how he is seen, is the Knight of Wands, passionately riding in, the Knight of Cups reversed, jealous, moody, insincere, or rejected, in debt, or scammed by the Ten of Pentacles family, business, community, or legacy. And that could be legacy.com, since I brought up mylife.com. The Knight of Wands, leaving the wounded warrior behind, scorned woman with Ten of Pentacles family, business, or community, and that's a very abundant or wealthy family, business, or community, or that dream family. Or the Knight of Wands is over the Knight of Cups reversed and their jealousies or insincerity or moodiness, and the wounded warrior is over the scam and the debt, the inequity, and the Queen of Swords reversed over the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, or inheritance. The block here for the Divine Masculine is the Page of Swords upright, the message or news, or the child who talks, or stepping into the light, or up to the plate or bat, walking away from the Queen of Pentacles reversed after leaving Divine Feminine in 5D, hung out to dry. Personal growth comes up, but even more so is perseverance, time out, and new beginning for the Divine Masculine. The King of Swords pushing away those who kiss his ass, trying to do the right thing now at 141, which is the Magician, and the 41 of the Ace of Cups, self-love, spiritual love, and new love. Even when no one is looking, doing the right thing, even when no one is looking, or with difficult kids, or kids watching, or the past returning, or memories haunting, just in time for Halloween. The Ten of Pentacles fantasy family of the Queen of Cups reversed, and the King of Swords, Libra, perhaps offering new love, suffering in silence, or sister over a negative past, or a bad childhood, or overworking to avoid dealing with the past traumas, or child abuse. The Ten of Pentacles, impatient family, business, or community, with the Page of Pentacles reversed, who's in need of help, perhaps with a troubled past, or kids. The Ten of Pentacles, with the Hermit, going crazy, or coming out suddenly to climb the 7 steps, or perhaps in a 7-step program, inspired to go the whole rest of the way, or maybe somebody went 7 steps of the 12 but never finished the rest of the 5, so now they're going to do that. Inspired to go the whole rest of the way to finish the cycle and is excited about it at 146, which is the Magician and the 6 of Cups. So the Divine Masculine feeling young again at 147, with heaven in their eyes and seeing synchronicities, having options and knowing what they want, perhaps. The Knight of Swords, messenger of truth, third party through work, receiving an offer of new passion, growth, and creativity, perhaps from the Queen of Swords reversed, and the High Priestess reversed, and a little whistle came out there just then. Or the Queen of Swords reversed is scorned and needs to use their intuition more at 150, which is the Magician and the 10 of Cups. The destiny of the Divine Feminine's heart, with guidance of the Knight of Wands upright and foolish Knight of Pentacles upright, challenged by the fallen angel Emperor with a message from hostage of the Ten of Pentacles dream family, business, or community, and the Hermit reversed with epiphanies, ascending to heaven on earth, and excited or exalted to complete the cycle or get to the 5D world or the other side of the bridge, or the chicken crossing the road. Destined to lack faith and fall, the Divine Feminine's heart in the 5D E-Tower with the Knight of Pentacles, loyal, humble servant, challenged by losing patience and both imprisoned, guidance of reason and logic of the Emperor. To the Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords, perhaps children of a wealthy family coming out with epiphanies and or about the 5G towers and taking steps to change our world. At 155, which is the Magician, and the Excalibur, the Ace of Swords, the Truth. So I'm going to pull you an energy deck card and see what comes up. Is 2540, which is the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. That passionate person running in, and that innocent Page of Cups who just wants to love. So what is our takeaway from this read today for the Divine Masculine Twin Flames? Divine Masculine Twin Flames. Divine Masculine Twin Flames. Divine Masculine Twin Flames. Divine Masculine Twin Flames. Okay, we got two cards that popped out. Again, we have the 26, which is the Page of Wands, and hostilities. Again, the frustrations of a child, right? Which is an immaturity thing, right? When you can't express yourself. So let's see what's coming up beneath that. So blossoming abundance. Maybe someone is overwhelmed by all this abundance of the three of the Empress. And so they get frustrated and they need to get out some aggressions. So that's the underlying energy though. So the cards that came out for you are the caring connections of the 14, which is the Temperance card, the higher love, and the 2 of the High Priestess, traversing over the Rainbow Bridge, which also can just be secret and psychic abilities. It doesn't have to be the feminine energy. But this is really beautiful, guys, the journey of caring connections. The High Priestess, right? Those with psychic abilities. The Secret Keepers. And the higher love. Okay, so after getting frustrations out, and that was coming up yesterday for some, I was doing other reads too, but that was coming up for someone that in order for them to make a decision and stop being indecisive or vacillating, they had to get angry. And I can be that way too, because I don't like to confront things. But once you get angry, then you get decisive and you make a decision. That's when you end up standing up and fighting for yourself. So yeah, I hope that was helpful for you guys. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, go out and hug a tree or take a walk, perhaps exercise, get your frustrations out, or just scream, but don't scream at other people. And rise and be loved, guys. See you soon. Bye.